these freak off sessions when you were security? Because I'm looking at this lawsuit, and that's what they will call it, freak off sessions, when, Cassie, she'll have sex with the male prostitute while he'll masturbate.
Bruh, I can't say, because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and two girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that.
Katt Williams just dropped a bombshell on the crazy allegations coming out about Diddy, and this is truly shocking. It seems like we are closer to the truth every day, especially if Gandel is to be believed. He supports Katt's accusations. The allegations surrounding Diddy and Cassie's lawsuit all line up.
Because there's a lot of freaky things going on. So I guess that was one of those freak off sections. But other than that, I couldn't say anything.
And you knowing Diddy, and at one point you and him was real cool. Do you believe everything she's saying about these freak off sessions?
Listen, that girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had to suck a lot of to get to this position. You understand? They have said that. So I can imagine what that little girl went through with old boy. She ain't lying that thing, because if she would have lied, he would have fought her tooth and nail. He would have fought her tooth and nail, bruh.
And she also said in this lawsuit, man, that, Diddy, he came off as a mentor, but later down the line, he became too controlling.
My position on him, he was never a father figure, bruh. You understand? He was a groomer. He was an addict. He was somebody that was what you call those? I've lost all of my terminologies that when I was working as a BCW or a child abuse worker, but he was an individual that preyed on this young girl, using her dream, her talent, holding it hostage for his own benefit. He groomed her. He wasn't no father. He was no father figure to her, bruh.
Diddy allegedly spent 48 hours with Justin Bieber when he was younger. Diddy's troubled history with teenagers makes his behavior toward Justin alarming, as Justin was only 15 years old at the time. Video footage shows Diddy handing him a Ferrari and promising that he could drive it once he reached 16.
I believe that they see these spark potentials in them, and and a parent would do anything to blow their kids up. Aaliyah mother settled for publishing rights for allowing R. Kelly to do what he did to Aaliyah. Janet Jackson family did it with the guy from can't think of his name right now, but I think it was the group called Shalimore or something like that. Did it with their family. She got her sister raising a kid, thinking that she's the mama. Yeah, I'll get too deep for y'all. But those situations has been happening for a long time.
16.
No,
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
All right. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Some assume that the objective of these reported practices was to engage Justin in inappropriate activities for his age. Reggie Wright had interesting thoughts about the entire situation.
But that's what I believe the situation is. On the Justin Bieber and the Usher situation and all of that. The Michael Jackson, the R. Kelly situation. We all have an opinion on all those situations, right? I know right now y'all saying, Michael ain't did nothing. Michael ain't did nothing. I don't know. Wasn't there. But I know that little boy that got that big settlement described Michael Jackson's P to the T. Every disclosure on it. Y'all miss me with that. But damn. It's unfortunate. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to the victims. Hope y'all get y'all recovery that y'all need. Been telling y'all he's a weirdo, but now that it's out, everybody else can benefit from the stories. But G ain't been telling y'all. It's one thing I give him credit for. He been telling y'all. He ain't been saying no words like I just harshly said it. But, dude, it's going to come out. Usher, somebody going to come out and tell y'all these stories. It's just a matter of time when they going to come out about this shit. I told y'all about Will and Dwayne. Remember I told y'all about that shit over 6-7 years on Art the Dialogue channel. Y'all go and read those comments. How many of y'all, this nigga just making up shit?
Diddy has also faced charges of sexual assault and misbehavior. Although these charges should be viewed with skepticism, they add to the story of Diddy's alleged actions. Former co-workers and associates have also accused Diddy of having a questionable sexual orientation and indulging in inappropriate behavior. Until there is hard evidence, these charges must be viewed as accusations. But what's more alarming are allegations that Diddy had a negative impact on Justin Bieber and Usher. Given his legal troubles and accusations of purposefully spreading herpes, Usher's early professional relationship with Diddy is thought to have had a negative impact. In a similar vein, Justin Bieber has openly revealed his difficulties with addiction and breaking the law, which he claims began in his teen years.
First time I smoked weed was in my backyard here. Got super stoned. And then I realized I liked weed a lot. That's when my desire to smoke weed started. And then I started smoking weed for a while. And then started getting really dependent on it. And that's when I realized that I had to stop. I don't think it's bad. I just think for me, it can be a dependency. But yeah, first time I smoked weed, I don't suggest this, but I was 13. 12 or 13.
Was there anything that really concerned me? Yeah, I think maybe the lean when he was drinking that. Can I say that?
There was a time where I was sipping, I was popping pills, I was doing shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, just normal growing up things. But my experience was in front of cameras and I had a different level of exposure and people and like.
I think when you take somebody very, very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better. Just help you not to feel anything.
With all the success that we've had, we've also had some really turbulent times. When he turned 18, it started bubbling a little bit. 19 to what was it, 21? That was probably that dark period.
We didn't speak a lot. There were a few times where I saw him and it just kind of hurt my heart seeing him the way he was, So I think I just kind of put a little distance with that for my own sake. It would just go without saying that my position on maybe the path he was going down, but at the same time, just letting him live his life and learn and, I don't know, just do his thing.
Usher, on the other hand, has been nurtured to be an R&B superstar since an early age. In 2016, he told Howard that he fully realized what it meant to be famous after spending a year with Puff Daddy when he was 14 years old.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the...
His one-of-a-kind schooling, known as Puffy Flavor Camp, began when Usher, then a teenager, captivated music entrepreneur La Reid with his musical talent. He was subsequently taken to New York to live with Puffy at the height of Bad Boy Records, where he learned what it required to genuinely thrive in music.
It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Speaking of plugs, right? I remember some years ago, Cameron, he did an interview and he told a story about how he went to Diddy house with Mace.
I think that was crazy. I think that was out of, and then Mace said that was Puffs. I think he said Mace said that was Puffs, but Mace was in the bathroom with it. I don't know what that was all about, man, but that was real weird to me. That was crazy.
Crazy, man. But before we get off of that, right, I remember you told me a while ago that, Mace, he used to live with Diddy, and he know a lot of stuff about Diddy that a lot of people don't know.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy, too, when he was younger.
And I wanted to see, did I see these kind of things in his actions when I knew him or when I was around him? Did I see him have those bursts of violence? Just not on, he won some, he just over cocky. That's why he got fired from Uptown. He's over, what do you call someone who's overly confident? To the point to where it's called arrogance. Right? He's arrogant. Nothing wrong with being arrogant, but when you're arrogant and you do it in spiteful ways, then, so when I seen that and I reflect and I'm like, man, I do remember seeing him being physically violent towards females. I seen him be physically violent towards producers, other record execs, even artists. Always those kind of stories, man. But those stories are seen from the inside out, not from the outside in. So it's just like sometimes you can tell, as a man, you'd be like, look, we're gonna need a fair one, or we a one-on-one, a fair one-on-one, and we fight as men. so we can come to a we can come to a resolution, right? So sometimes we fight as men, but you see that sometimes they fight. They keep fighting. They fighting with women. They fighting with people. They fighting with love. They fighting with they self. I seen him fight with his own self. I seen him be violent to his own self. Forget anybody else. I seen him beat his own self up.
However, according to this woman, she says that she's been telling this story consistently for years, but there's been a cover-up. And if we've learned anything from the Cassie story and the recent allegations and other lawsuits, it seems as if Diddy has a pattern of threatening people and cover-up. And she literally says that he had to end up paying her for that incident. Again, as always, these are allegations. I just want to play what she says for you, because a lot of people are saying she's been saying the same story for a very long time. A lot of this has been covered up, and this is why the public doesn't know about her story.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him. Lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Lil Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, "That's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it." Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, "Puffy, pew pew me in the face." He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Lil Rod.